Hello everybody, TGM Tech is here. Today we're going to compare the iPhone 6 versus the iPhone 6s. And should you buy or upgrade from the iPhone 6 to the 6s? So let's get started. First off, the 6s has gold, silver, rose gold and space grey. But with the iPhone 6, they took away the gold and now they only have the silver and the space grey on sale. Now let's move on to the gigabytes. The iPhone 6s has 16 gigabytes, 64 and 128, while the iPhone 6 has 16 and 64 gigabytes. Let's move on to the display. The iPhone 6s has 4.7 and so does the iPhone 6. The iPhone 6s has 1334 by 750 pixels per inch with 326 ppi, and so does the iPhone 6. And on the iPhone 6 there is a new thing called 3D Touch. This is pretty much the exact same as Force Touch, but they called it 3D Touch. I haven't got to feel the phone in person, but I had a look at other people's reviews and it looks pretty cool. So I'd love to try that out. Now let's move on to the weight and dimensions. The height of the iPhone 6s is 138.3 millimeters, while the iPhone 6 is 138.1 millimeters. The width of the iPhone 6s is 67.1 millimeters and the width of the iPhone 6 is 67.0 millimeters. And the thickness of the iPhone 6s is 7.1 millimeters and the thickness of the iPhone 6 is 6.9 millimeters thick. So the iPhone 6 is a little bit thinner than the iPhone 6s, which is because of the bend gate. Apple made their aluminum, or Apple made the material of the phone a little bit thicker so that the phone would not bend. And the weight of the iPhone 6s is 143 grams, while the iPhone 6 weighs 129 grams. So the iPhone 6s is heavier than the iPhone 6. Now let's move on to the chipset. The Apple iPhone 6s has a A9 chipset, which would be a little bit better for gaming, but the iPhone 6 only has an A8 chipset. So let's move on to the Touch ID. On the iPhone 6s, the Touch ID is the second generation fingerprint sensor, which is 2 times faster than the old one, than the iPhone 6. So now let's move on to the Apple Pay. Both of them you're able to pay in the stores, so there's not much difference with that. Now let's move on to the eyesight camera, like Apple calls it. So the iPhone 6s has a 12 megapixel eyesight camera, while the iPhone 6 has an 8 megapixel eyesight camera. Now let's move on to the videoing. So the iPhone 6s has 4K recording at 30 frames per second, while the iPhone 6 only has 1080p. Let's move on to the front-facing camera. So the front-facing camera on the iPhone 6s is a 5 megapixel camera, while on the iPhone 6 it's a 1.2 megapixel camera. Now, last but not least, the Apple iPhone 6s has a 1715 milliampere, while the iPhone 6 has 1810 milliampere. In conclusion, the only differences between the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6s is the Touch ID, the camera, and the faster ID. So it's really up to you if you want to upgrade or not. Hopefully this video helped you. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a big thumbs up, and you'll be appreciated if you leave a comment down below to let me know what I should improve in these videos and what you like in these videos and what you don't like. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and hope to see you in the next one. Bye!